All right, good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. It has been a very busy and somewhat chaotic morning already. Honestly, just kind of a crazy last day and a half. We just had a lot of animal things happening. This is the way of it. It seems to come in cycles. Everything will be fine for a little bit and then it seems everything goes wrong. One of the birds passed away a couple days ago. And then the next day, Eliza got sick. And you guys know Eliza is Shelby's baby. She loves that pig so much. We've just spent like the last, 24 hours trying to figure out what's going on. We've been giving her some Banamine, and anyways, finally the vet was able to come out this morning. And she's just been laid up in her stall, not moving, not wanting to eat or drink. The vet came out this morning, and Shelby had been taking her rectal temperature, and she did not have a temperature yesterday, but when the vet came out this morning, she did. So they think that she probably has pneumonia. I guess that's fairly common for pigs to get, or it's like if they're going to get sick, it's often with something like pneumonia. So she's got some antibiotics going in her, and we're giving her some electrolytes, actually giving her liquid IV mixed in water to get her some electrolytes because that's what we have on hand. We're continuing to give her Banamine, giving her actually what the vet recommended was pumpkin puree. So I luckily have a big stock of that in the garage, so we've been giving her trying to get her to eat some pumpkin puree. She's really not wanting to eat. Trying to rig up a door for one of the sections of the stalls over there because we just haven't added like formal stall doors over there. So that she has a little private place to lay down. But, if it is pneumonia, then within 24 hours of getting this antibiotic shot, she should turn a corner. If that's not it, if she's not getting better and if she's getting worse, then at that point, it's out of our vet's abilities. So we would have to try to find an exotic vet that we would have to take her to. Hold on a second. Okay, so that's kind of sorry, I gotta sit on a second. My arms are so tired. That's kind of the update there. We lost the bird this week and now Eliza's sick. And we also had, I'll show you guys, the craziest thing happened with the Silkies. We've moved them. So the Silkies are actually going to live in the barnyard. Gandalf the White is still by himself. Did we talk about that last time? I can't remember. We tried to put all the chickens together. I'm gonna do like the super fast version, like the auctioneer version. We tried to put all the chickens together. The big hens were not feeling these smaller roosters. Gandalf the Gray kind of hid from them with the other Silkies, but Gandalf the White, I think, thought he could work his way in. It did not work, and the hens came after him hard and tried to kill him. So he's by himself because once he got injured, then Gandalf the Gray decided that he could overrule him, and so now he's tried to kill him. So Gandalf the White is by himself, and we are currently looking for a new home for him. It's the best option to see if we can find someone who's in need of a silky rooster to protect their Silkies. There's a couple other breeds. It's got to be like those smaller breeds because Silkies are a smaller breed chicken. Long story short, so all the Silkies and Gandalf the Gray are now living in the barnyard. So we put them a chicken door and turned one of the stalls into their own little mini coop because they don't like to roost. They don't get up on the bars. They like to stay down low and ground roost. And the other night, I have to say that like the Silkies are really cute, and so all of that. They're kind of dumb. They're definitely the dumber chickens of all of our chickens. These hens that we have over here, there are a couple different breeds. They have seemed to learn things quickly, pick up things quickly. The Silkies are kind of dumb. I don't know what else to say other than that. They have not taken to understanding the chicken door opening, closing. It is solar, but it's like we have it set for the sun. So it opens when the sun rises and it closes right after sunset. And it gives a little warning beep. Never had a problem with our other hens learning that, understanding it, and going into the coop at night when it was time. Silkies don't do that. They stay out and they huddle in the corner like they don't know what to do. It's so bizarre. And the other night we came out and we thought they were dead because two of them, they were sitting on the ramp in the doorway and the door closed on them. So two of them were stuck in the door. I assumed the door just chopped them in half. I was prepared to be horrified. It was dark. Ciara and I were out there with flashlights from our phones. Got the door open and Ciara thought they were dead, so he went to go get a garbage bag and I'm like, they're not dead. And I go over there and poke them and they're like, you know, they were fine. They're all fine. I guess I think what saved them was the fact that 2 of them like jammed themselves in there because it kept the pressure from being too high on either one of them. Such ding-a-ling. So we have to go out every night and try to like train them and put them in the hole and, you know, try to get them to go in. So it's been a heck of a week, you guys. And there's obviously a lot of stuff going on in the world right now as well. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot this week. What's up, babe? It's also Ciara's birthday this week. He had his birthday yesterday, so trying to do something special for him. And I think he had a good birthday overall, but it was also the start of a lot of the stuff with Eliza. So it's been a lot, okay? It's been a lot. I need to go talk to the kids because I need to get school done this morning. But like I said, we've been waiting for the vet to come and rigging up the barn and doing all that stuff this morning. So we're way off of our normal schedule. I need to see when the rain is gonna come. And I do wanna take you guys around and show you a little bit of an update on where we're at with projects. Okay, whew. Now I'm out of breath. More coffee, find kids, do school. All right, so Ciara is working on putting up this little gate here so we can keep her separated. Hey, Lizy. You buried in your hay? Did you add some more fresh hay? Mm-hmm. Is she eating?
No, I'm about to go move more fresh hay. I'm about to give her more of this.
Did she eat any more of the pumpkin?
I'm about to give her more of it in a second, but I just gave her a little bit of the water.
Did she drink the water?
She drank it only through the syringe. I need to come in here every little bit and make sure that I get her to get
Shelby's been syringe feeding her water, and she's got some pumpkin puree there. Lizy girl.
I'm just gonna have a hard time finding something that she'll eat, you know?
Yeah.
She's so picky.
Kind of having to keep these guys all separated, and you can see Pacha and Cusco they want in to protect their pig. But sorry guys, we gotta let Lizy get better. I know, Ruthie, poor Ruthie, she's the most upset. I know, it's your buddy, I know.
He's mad because Liza's getting special treatment.
That's probably part of it too.
Listen, you have a little bit for me? Come on. I know, it doesn't taste good. You eat some pumpkin for me? Come on.
Hello, sir. Can I say hello to the Silkies? Excuse me. Hello? Pacha, sir. Okay, excuse me. And Shotina, you guys, you're so nosy. You're so nosy. Burp. Boop the snoot. Boop, boop. Boop. Tina. Hey, Tina. Hey, Tina, you hear my voice? Tina. Oh, they're like, she has something. What does she have?
All right, that's the big one. Oh, no.
Okay, the gate's done.
She's like honey. She says she loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here, you can have that.
Hi, guys. Hey, Tina.
Ruthie's probably angry. I think why she must have been so angry.
Look at them all. They're like, uh-huh, and what's happening here?
Oh, oops.
What's happening here?
I'm going to put the pumpkin and stuff in the barn yet because I want to be able to have it outside.
Okay, all right. Ooh, that's very loud. I just finished school with the younger kids, and it's so much later than I would like for it to be. It's 1:40. I'm gonna go inside and pee and get some more coffee and maybe get something to eat and see if the big girls are ready to start school. It is raining outside, it was raining hard. It's just kind of drizzling now. So it's not like there's other things that could, that like I need to be doing outside or anything like that. It's just, oh, well, there we go. I'm just tired and a little bit mentally drained, if you will, today, just because of all the stress of the animal stuff. It's kind of taken out of me mentally. I enjoy homeschooling so much, but some days when everyone seems to be struggling with something, obviously all very different because I have a huge age range of kids. So it's just, when you're going from like younger kids and, their various struggles, and then to the older kids, and it's like my brain is snapping between like algebra and phonics, right? And it's like, I will say that in some ways I feel like if you're one of those people, and I hear this a lot from people where they'll say, I could never homeschool my kids. I don't remember anything. I didn't, I hated school, whatever. I've always said that to me that's almost more reason that you should homeschool, because if you got out of school and you feel like you didn't remember the things that you were taught, that's a problem, right? Then like they weren't taught in a way that you picked them up or understood them. And if you come back to certain things as an adult, it's a lot easier to learn them, especially as an adult, once you know your learning style and you don't have that weird contention of like being in a classroom and you're competing with other kids and you're trying to make your teacher happy and grades and blah, blah, blah. You're just learning to know it. And that's been one of the really fun and beneficial parts of homeschooling for me, is particularly certain subjects like science and math that I always thought I wasn't good at. I let myself believe that lie that like I'm not good at science and math. But as I've gone back and relearned those subjects alongside my kids, I've realized it's actually not that I'm not good at them. It's just that the way that they were presented to me, the way the information was presented to me, it didn't make sense. It didn't click for me. And they're much, much, much easier now. While I'm helping my kids learn them, I'm learning them. And I have children who have a similar learning style to me, which means that a lot of times I end up, in order to help the child understand it, I end up searching for, other materials, videos, other things to bring in to help bring the concept together. And in turn, it helps bring the concept together for me. I don't know. I feel like I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but I have to say that sometimes my brain is fried because I'm also learning too at times, different things, but that I also enjoy that. So I don't know, I guess it kind of falls into the like hard isn't always bad category, right? Like parenting is hard, raising kids is hard, being a mom is hard, being a mom of 8 is hard. Like all these things are hard, but they're not bad. They're like the best things in my life. And so I feel like it's a lot the same with education. Like it's hard sometimes to go back and relearn things, but it's totally worth it and it's good. It's like hard is good. We're gonna take it one step further from hard isn't always bad to hard is good. But now I have to pee and I need some more coffee. And I need to go check on Le Pigoletta. Let us go. Okay, well, yesterday got away from me a little bit. Not really, except for that we did not finish school until like 4 o'clock. And usually we're not doing school till 4 o'clock. It was very late, and then I had to piddle around the garden a bit, but it was raining. It started raining on me when I was just trying to pull some weeds. So I never got to like take you guys around and give you a tour of things and show you the updates, unfortunately. I don't have time to do it this morning because we are getting ready to go to, the boys have their first belt test for Taekwondo. It's a very exciting time around here. We've been talking about it for a couple weeks now. I am excited and also nervous for them. Sorry, the sun is coming out, so lighting is gonna be kind of crazy. It's coming out and it's going away. I am kind of like a ball of nerves right now because I don't know, like I want them to kill it. Like you're nervous for them, you want them to do really well, but you also like, I don't know, you want to be supportive if they don't, and I don't know. I'm very excited and anxious and all of that for them. So I will update you guys on how they do. It's their first belt test. I have told them like practice, 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 but it's okay if you don't get it the first time. Like we just gonna keep working on it until we get it. Like you have the rest of your life to get to whatever level you want to get to. So just work on being the best that you can be, and the belts will come. So, but I'm also like, can I just secretly say like this is one of the hard things about having siblings in the same class is, and doing the same thing, is what if one of them gets it and the other doesn't? Oh, good gravy. I'm kind of just hoping that either they both get it or they both don't, but we'll see what happens. Also, update on Eliza. She is doing a little bit better this morning, though she is not up and moving around yet. So we've got to give her another dose of medicine this morning. It's called, I don't know if I said this earlier, but she's getting some Banamine. It's no more antibiotic. It was just one single shot of antibiotic. So she's already had that. So the Banamine is kind of like help reduce her fever and pain and stuff like that. So I've got to give her another dose of Banamine before we go. Otherwise, I'm really hoping that today she turns a corner and starts to get better. Because if she doesn't, not only is that just like scary, because then it means it's probably something more than the pneumonia, and who knows what that could be, and you know, all of that it entails. So I'm trying not to borrow trouble. I'm trying to just take it one day at a time. But Sierra and I both said the other night over dinner, like, we never thought we'd be like praying for a pig, and we have just said so many prayers for this pig. And as much as I love Eliza, obviously I'm sure you can understand it's more about my daughter. It's more about Shelby. She loves this pig so much, and she takes such a good care of her animals, and if she loses this pig, it will devastate her. And that will just rip my heart out as a mother. So I can't even, I feel the tears. I can't even go there, because I really am honestly hoping that that's not even on the table. I could just pick this coffee up, and there's a weird smell on my hands. You ever like smell something, you're like, I don't know what I touched. I don't know why did my hands smell weird? But when you have so many kids and animals, it's like, it's probably feces. It's probably someone's feces, so I need to go wash my hands. But I wanted to give you guys an update on Eliza, the boys' belt test today, and then maybe in the next video I'll go around and show you. Hopefully this is like our last little bit of rain, and also our last cold snap. Goodness gracious, it's supposed to get down to 22 degrees tonight. Today is actually one of those days where when you wake up, the temperature's, I don't know, like in the 50s, and it's gonna just drop all day long. Those days are always weird to me, because you're used to waking up, it being cold, and then the day warming. But the days where it gets colder as the day goes on are so bizarre to me. So today's one of those days, and tomorrow night. But then after that, I think we're gonna get back into better weather, and hopefully no more really cold snaps. That's obviously very cold for us. Again, I say this, I know where some of y'all live, that is not cold. And then the other thing I was gonna tell you guys really quickly, I'll explain more in the next video. Lottie the goat was feeling sick. She was just laying around all the time, and she had liquid poo, okay? And was literally like spraying it on the house and on the porches. You guys know how she's all over the place. And it was like, I had to pressure wash the front of the house, because she literally sprayed poop on the front of the house. It was disgusting. So we separated her, because of course, I'm sure it's something that in my mind, it's something that she's eaten. It's something she's got into around here, because that's just Lottie. Once we moved the ducks, we moved Lottie into their old pen where we could keep her separate from everybody else until we figured out what was going on. While the vet was here, they went ahead and did a fecal sample so that we can, when they come back out to do wormers for all the goats, we can give the right wormer, okay? There's different wormers for different types of worms, and you can give them prophylactically, but sometimes you just wanna check and see if your herd has a certain type of worm, then obviously you just want to do the wormer for that. She does have what I believe is pronounced coccidius, so not great, but it's, you know, a parasite that needs to be treated. So I also have to go by the vet's office and pick up her treatment for that, and then collect more fecal samples. The joy of my life, collecting fecal samples. Collect more fecal samples from the llamas and the goats. I will just be following them or pinning them up and collecting their poop. I will not. The vet put her gloved hand up Lottie's butt and pulled the poop out on her finger, and then closed the glove and took that to the lab. And of course, Lottie looked completely offended, like she didn't even buy her dinner first. But I don't want to do that with the llamas at all, and not with the other goats either. So I will be pinning them up and collecting fecal samples. So these are the kind of things that we get up to around here, you know? I feel like, you know, some channels you go to and people are going on exotic vacations and, you know, I don't know, doing all kinds of fun things. And I'm like, I'm over here collecting fecal samples, playing in the dirt, building a garden, laying down weed paper. Things that to others might be boring, I am well aware, but not at all boring to me. This is, I wouldn't want to spend my days any other way than with my family and with our critters and on our farm. I love my life despite the difficult days and some of the hard stuff that we've all had to learn with the animals. There's been some really hard lessons for everybody, and I just really hope that Eliza doesn't have to go into the category of that right now. I'm gonna keep praying for Miss Eliza, and of course appreciate y'all's prayers too. I feel silly sometimes asking for like, please pray for our pet pig, but I know that
for y'all, you understand it's obviously it's about Eliza, but it's more about Shelby. Anyways, okay, that's it. Gotta go. Belt test. Here we come. I'll see you guys again very soon.